Hi, Thomas. So we're doing the talk today about building out a server room.
Right.
And why are we out here in this beautiful Friday evening?
Yeah, so we were just talking about building out a server room, and one of the first things we need when we're building out a server room, or at least we need to be thinking about, is internet service. So it's great to have a server room, but if we don't have internet service today, it's not going to be a very fabulous server room.
Yeah, I guess today we're saying server room, but IT closet, network closet.
Correct.
Do you even need one of these closets with technology if you're going into the cloud?
Yeah, so that's a very good question, and the cloud is funny business because the cloud really is just somebody else's PC, right? So somebody somewhere has a server closet built out for that cloud, whether it's in your building or somebody else's building. If you're not going to have servers in your building, then you need good internet connectivity to be able to always access the cloud. So one of the things we think about when we're building out a server closet is let's get some redundant internet connections in place. And so here in the neighborhood where we're at, we have a couple of options. We have Comcast as one option. We have Segra. It used to be Lumos here in Waynesboro, but Segra is an option for us for some fiber connectivity. And so we wanted to take a look out here and see what that looks like.
So you're saying that the if we're on the cloud, that paying attention to the things outside and inside the building with the internet is even more important than it might have been in the past, because if you had a server in your building and you weren't wired up that well, it was just going in the building.
Correct.
So
Correct.
We got to really look at this stuff. So you were showing me on the pole here how the previous setup of this building was not actually that good. What's the problem here? We've got this line coming in.
So up here we have Comcast coming into the building, and they came off of this pole here across the street, and then from the pole here they just went over to the side of the building.
Okay.
But this particular building,
it's kind of a long run, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. This particular building was built with telephone in mind, and so they actually ran a conduit from this pole over here into the inside of the building. So ideally, you would pull out this old telephone line that's no longer going to be used for anything, and run the Comcast cable or the fiber cable, whatever it is, down through this conduit into the building. And in our IT closet we'll look at here in just a few minutes, there's a conduit coming up through the floor in the IT closet, and so we can tap right into that. Keeps it a lot neater, a lot cleaner. And if you ever have a large truck or something come through here and they catch that cable, they're just going to rip that right out, and you're going to be down on your internet connectivity coming in from that.
We've had a lot of clients with bad storms or trees falling or things like that. The truck has happened to us. Yep. So I guess paying attention to when you're building or buying a building, getting these things set up right.
Absolutely.
It could really save you days of downtime, because if this thing was cut, Comcast is going to have to do a service call.
Yep.
And it looks like somebody might have even snagged the wire once. It's dangling down here, although it's kind of off the cable.
Yep.
Right at one of the low points. So if somebody came in here with a big truck, they might have caught on that.
Right. And so another thing you got to keep in mind is this is all exposed. Somebody could walk up here, and if they were malicious or just wanting to be irritating, you got a little wire cutter, you can just snip this and you're down. So we actually had that happen to one of our customers. Somebody came by and in the middle of the night just clipped the wires, just to be frustrating, and it didn't seem like there was any agenda behind it, but probably some kids or something in a local neighborhood wanting to cause problems. So thinking about those things and where you're locating it is really critical.
So is this one of the reasons why the older telephone networks are still preferred for some of the alarm and elevator systems?
Yeah, so that could be part of it. Copper does tend to be a more solid connection for those critical systems, though I do find a lot of people moving to more of the cellular connections now for some of those critical systems, or maybe some redundancy there. So with cellular, you can have multiple vendors. You can have a Verizon, you can have an AT&T, T-Mobile or something. You have multiple people running your circuit there.
I guess the Comcast solution, it has to have power. So
Correct.
I guess the older phone systems, like for your elevator alarm, they're powered, where the Comcast stuff isn't. So
Correct.
is that one of the reasons why it's more critical?
that is part of the reason as well. Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Correct.
Well, let's go inside and
Sure.
see our closet.